Oklahoma's own News 9 starts now with breaking news.
Breaking tonight, an assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump at a rally in Pennsylvania. Mr. Trump was struck in the ear, and we now know that 2 other people are dead. Thanks for joining us. I'm Colby Thelen.
I'm Lacie Lowry. Sylvia Corkill is off tonight. The shooting was caught on camera. Multiple shots. Then the former president is rushed off stage. Take a look.
And then the worst president in the history of our country took over. And look what happened to our country. Probably 20 million people. And you know, that's a little bit old, that chart. That chart's a couple of months old. And if you want to really see something that said, take a look at what happened.
And there it was. Trump flinched, grabbed the side of his head. He had blood on his head and his hand. Then he drops to the floor where the Secret Service then covers him. The Secret Service goes on to kill the gunman. We also know a spectator in the crowd was killed. 2 other spectators were critically injured.
The rally obviously immediately ended just 5 minutes after Mr. Trump took the stage. The former president was then driven quickly from the scene in an armored vehicle. The Secret Service tonight confirming the former president is safe. Mr. Trump issued a statement on Truth Social saying in part, quote, "I want to extend my condolences to the family of the person at the rally who was killed and also the family of another person that was badly injured." He started that statement by thanking the Secret Service. The former president goes on to confirm that he was shot in the ear and condemned that incident.
There's no place in America for this kind of violence. It's sick. It's sick. You cannot allow for this to be happening. We cannot be like this. We cannot condone this.
President Joe Biden also condemning the act in a press conference just hours after the shooting, saying he had reached out to former President Donald Trump, who was with doctors at the time. So President Biden said he would continue to reach out.
Reactions to the shooting are pouring in from Oklahoma's congressional delegation and state officials, all of them denouncing the political violence.
Many Republicans in Oklahoma looking to these statewide party leaders for guidance just 2 days before the RNC convention. News 9's Matt McCabe live in the newsroom with what's being said. Matt?
Colby and Lacie, some delegates from Oklahoma heading to the RNC convention are already in Milwaukee preparing for the week ahead, and today's assassination attempt against former President Trump is a pivotal moment for Oklahoma's most prominent Republicans. While the country waited, Oklahomans went to social media to share their support for former President Trump. Governor Kevin Stitt saying, quote, "My prayers are with President Trump, and we should all feel so thankful for the swift response by the Secret Service and law enforcement. While details are still coming in, we can't tolerate attempts to thwart democracy with political violence, period," end quote. State representatives, senators, and U.S. representatives all echoed those sentiments in their own statements. Senator Langford adding, quote, "Cindy and I are praying for the safety and recovery of President Trump and his family. Political disagreement is part of our national identity, but violence is never the solution. Law enforcement should investigate and bring all those responsible for this tragedy to justice," end quote. And Senator Mullen tying it together saying, quote, "As we await additional information, we are praying for President Trump, his family, our brave law enforcement, and our country," end quote. Senator Mullen later adding, quote, "Our nation was 1 inch away from losing a beloved American president tonight," end quote. Former Lieutenant Governor Todd Lamb, who served as a Secret Service agent and protected Presidents Bill Clinton and George W. Bush, spoke with me about the security involved in protecting a former president on the campaign trail. We'll share his thoughts at 10:30. Live in the newsroom, Matt McCabe, Oklahoma's Own, News 9.
All right, Matt, thank you. And you can certainly count on Oklahoma's Own to keep you posted with all the latest. Right now, we're joined by our Washington Bureau Chief, Alex Cameron, for Insight tonight.
Alex, you are there in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware, just down the road from where President Biden made his response this evening to the shooting. We understand the president is now on the move. What can you tell us about what's happening?
Well, President Biden has taken this very, very seriously. He was at Mass when word of this first broke and came out and was asked by reporters about it. And he hadn't been briefed, but he was quickly briefed, and he went into town and made the statements. So you heard that just a moment ago. But, the president was scheduled to stay here through tomorrow before heading back to the White House. But the decision's been made, and he is on the move, heading back to Washington right now. In fact, just moments ago, we shot some video of him as he left Rehoboth and is on his way now to Dover, where he'll board Air Force One at Dover Air Force Base and then fly into D.C. And probably because of the late hour, we don't really expect him to address the nation tonight, but likely to hear again from the president tomorrow. He did, by the way, speak with President Trump tonight. We can confirm that he spoke with the president, both sides confirming they did have a conversation. No details on exactly what was said, but President Biden did speak with former President Trump tonight, and has said, again, there is no place for political violence like this in America. Lacie, Colby?
Alex, obviously leading up to this event, I mean, all the eyes were on the Republican National Convention, which is happening tomorrow in Milwaukee. Is there added security? What are the conversations right now around the Republican National Convention?
Well, definitely added security. Already there's been word, CBS News reporting, in fact, that the Secret Service, the FBI, have already been in discussions about putting in additional measures to make sure that everyone's safe. They had done a threat assessment already and apparently didn't find any significant or specific threats, but still a political convention like this, given the atmosphere that we have in this country right now, and especially in light of what happened earlier tonight, is a potential target. So you can be sure they will probably expand their security perimeters and bring in extra eyeballs to make sure there's no incidents that occur in Milwaukee. But as for President Trump, he's already said he's going to be there. The GOP organizers have said we're looking forward to him. So this is going to rally his supporters certainly even more. And you can expect that support for President Trump will be as strong as it possibly could be. People saying that he essentially has taken a bullet for the nation. So I'll be paying close attention to it all next week, you can be sure. Colby, Lacie, back to you.
All right, Alex, reporting from Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. Alex, thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Of course, it was 43 years ago, March 30th, 1981, that John Hinckley Jr. attempted to assassinate President Ronald Reagan. Reagan was shot in the chest while walking to his limousine after addressing a labor convention in Washington, D.C. His wound, not fatal. Secret Service agents shoved Reagan into a limousine, which sped to George Washington University Hospital.
Press Secretary James Brady and 2 police officers were severely wounded by Hinckley's gunfire. Police arrested Hinckley and booked him on federal charges of attempted assassination. The president, meanwhile, returned to the White House April 11th. Hinckley was indicted but was found not guilty by reason of insanity in June of 1982. He was given an indefinite term at a mental institution in Washington. We'll be following that throughout the evening. Now got to get over to Justin Rudisell. Justin.
Yeah, look at the weather headlines from the Bob Mills Weather Center. Sunny and hot today, middle 90s, and clear and warm overnight. A Sunday scorcher on the way, but we have some relief to talk about. Could 80s and rain be on the way? Details here coming up.
Also coming up, reactions continue to pour in from Washington, D.C. After the break, we're going to speak with U.S. Senator Markwayne Mullin of Oklahoma.
He joins us live to discuss the assassination attempt and the impact. Back after this.
I looked at her and I was shaking my head.